One thing I've learned recently is that when you're in an argument, you have to define the terms, okay? So today, we're going to define too far. What does it mean? I will define the term because we are in messages land. I lost my t-shirt, Josh. I don't know where the heck this t-shirt is. I need the small, I have the medium at home, and I can't find it anywhere.
And we're sold out because it's a popular shirt.
It's a popular shirt, and we're sold out, so now I can't even advertise.
You don't even have your own messages line shirt. That's how popular this shirt is.
That's correct. I probably sent somebody off a shirt that I've owned forever. I didn't do that, but I would do it for you. Let's get to the messages.
Sponsored by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence.
Jordan's messages.
Hey Jordan, Josh, Sarah, not here. Okay, so I'm honestly struggling here and need some advice from someone other than my friends and family. Me and my girlfriend have been together for about a year and a half. We've been doing good, but within the past 6 to 8 months, she's been wanting to break up, then she comes right back after a day. She does have a lot of family issues, mainly parental, and wants to get out of it. I had promised I'd take her out of it if she gets better with her reactions. Last week, she tried breaking up with me again, then came back the next day. I told her we won't break up, but I needed a few days to comprehend a few things without talking to her. She agreed, messaged me all day for those 2 days. I ended up breaking and started talking to her again, even though I still needed a few days. She seemed to get upset when I mentioned taking another few days, but then she started crying because she realized how bad I've been treating you. But then she started crying. She's realized that she was treating him bad. What do? I forgave her because I know she's telling the truth, but how do I go on without the relationship seeming toxic? Look, okay. We all have a choice, okay? And you make the choice. Sometimes people have crazy families, and sometimes they don't. But when they have a crazy family, you have to decide, this is a choice, okay? You don't have to be a part of it. You don't. You can make the choice not to be. And then that's the end. Or if you like the girl enough, you can say, hey, that's worth it to me. It's worth it to me. Okay? I want to be a part of this because I care enough.
Every holiday.
For the rest of your life. Okay? And it will not get better. It will not get better. Okay? Just don't go into it thinking that it's not gonna get better. Okay? These people this is a generational thing. It's been going on longer than generations can count. Okay? So, look, I mean, to be honest, I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. How do you make the relationship not look toxic? Just do the right thing. It seems like you're doing the right thing. I mean, from what you've said, that's all I've got to go by in messages land. It seems like you're doing the right thing. And so I would just suggest constantly do the right thing. And then whatever these crazy reactions are, it's just, okay, people can get over it. And that's not to say that you can just do anything that you want. If it's something that's not good, and then it's like, oh, well, that hurt somebody. Well, I don't care. It doesn't matter. That's not what I'm talking about. Like, if you're truly doing the truthful, right thing, and then, you're saying that she has these crazy freak out moments when you're, just trying to, this whole thing is nuts. I need to take 2 days off to, comprehend what is going on. That's reasonable to me. That seems very reasonable. And at that point, if somebody has a freak out about that, you just need to be okay, that's your choice. I've made my choice. I don't care what my choice does to you at this point, because this is my choice and this is what I need to do. Especially if you're not married. If you're not married, I mean, that's 100% that way. When you're married, it maybe gets a little more complicated, but it's just, look, I mean, let me just tell you something. You're gonna make your life extremely complicated if you do. But again, if you like the girl enough and this is a great thing, then okay. But I'm just letting you know, there's no way to get around it. You're gonna make your life extremely complicated. So just decide if that's worth it or not.
She seems like she needs a lot of validation.
She does, Josh. And you can hardly blame these people. You can hardly blame them. You can hardly blame the girl because if she grew up in a crazy family, that's just the way that it is. Okay, they probably will get better. Okay, if she's around you who seems like, what is your name? You sheltered and need help. You're normal to me. That's a normal name. Sheltered and need help. So, like, you can help, but it could take years and years and years, okay? So, this isn't a cakewalk, let's put it that way. This is a huge commitment here.
Think about this. Constantly needing validation, but afraid to accept love.
Sorry. It's not funny. Josh, he thought it was so clever, he started smiling before he finished. I didn't even hear what you said. What did you say?
I said...
He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe he came up with it off the fly.
I said she's constantly seeking validation, but she's afraid of accepting love. That's a dangerous combination.
That's a dangerous. That'll kill a man.
I don't know why I smiled a half a second before it came out of my mouth.
That'll kill a man.
Sue me.
It's your choice. The ball is in your court. If messages isn't enough, Jordan, for you, did you know that I am available in podcast form too? Season 1 of my podcast, the If Then Podcast, has concluded. So if you want to listen to the entire season, you can do that right now. Go to ifthenpodcast.com. Oh, and while you're there, check out my amazing website and how amazing it looks. I built it with Squarespace. Anytime you have a new project you want to launch, the first thing you need is a website. Squarespace knows this and has a bunch of beautiful, easy-to-use templates to make your site look however you need it to be. Everything I need for my site is right there on Squarespace because it's an all-in-one platform. They have email marketing services, so if I want, I can collect email addresses from my site visitors and then send them updates about my projects. I can create pro videos effortlessly with the Squarespace Video Studio app, and of course, I can look at all of my site analytics as well, which is really fun when you're launching a new podcast. Squarespace helps us run our business, and they can help you too. If you want your own space on the web, do it with Squarespace. Head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, go to our link squarespace.com/cow, because there, you're going to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/cow. Now, let's get back to the messages. Hey guys, and hopefully Sarah, they're gonna be so disappointed, Josh. I've wanted to ask this for a while now, but I was a bit too nervous. I think I'm ready now. So, I have a boyfriend. Josh, is this the butt question?
No. I didn't use that one.
Okay. Josh said there was a butt question. And I said, Josh, it's too much for messages, Len. It's too much. It's too much. So, we took it out. It's not here. If you're the butt person, I'm sorry. The answer is no. I think I'm... They know who they are. They know who the answer is no. That's all I'm going to say. I've wanted to ask for a while, blah, blah, blah. So, I have a boyfriend and he's really great. But I'm confused about physical touch rules in the Christian realm. Me too. We hold hands, hug, kiss cheeks, and that's fine for us. The problem comes when I've looked into actually kissing. I've looked into it. They've researched it on Google. How? The secular side of people say kissing should be normal, but they're also the people who do bad things. I don't know if I can trust their opinion. The Christian side of people say kissing is terrible until you're married, and so is holding hands, hugging, and making eye contact for too long because of lust. I'm not ready to kiss my boyfriend quite yet, but what happens when I am? I can't get a clear answer to whether it's bad or not for a Christian to kiss his or her significant other. My Christian parents kissed before marriage, but would they be mad if I did? What do I do? I would say, I think this is a rule of thumb. If you are at the point in your life where you're still wondering what your parents would think about something, then just don't do it. Like, if you're worried, what would my parents think if I kissed somebody? If that's your mental state, then maybe you're not ready, Josh. Like, and that maybe that could be a form of manipulation, or maybe it's not manipulation. Maybe it's your parents wanting the best for you. But if you're young enough that that's what you're thinking, if that's the first thing that you think before you do an action is, what are my parents gonna? and not, is this the best thing to do? It's
some of these kids you write into messages. I don't know. It seems like maybe the problem is they just need to get away from these people a little bit.
Their parents, you're saying? Look, I understand that. I'm not even talking about their parents. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, if a person is so immature, and I'm not saying that you're immature, but I just did. If the person writing the proverbial message, even though this is you, but if that person writing it is so immature that that the first thought they still have is, what would my parents think about it? Maybe you're not ready to have this kiss, but maybe it's not because of your parents, if that makes sense. It is, but it isn't at the same time. It's like you need some, maybe having your first kiss isn't like the first step into trying to think for yourself. But it's a little bit of a dangerous thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe take baby steps in other points of your life. And that's not to say that you discard everything that your parents say, but it's like, how can I take responsibility for my life and think for myself and what's the best thing for me to do? Because, parents might not always have it right all the time, okay? And that's a lesson that everybody's got to learn. It's just a fact. Look, I mean,
These people, her parents kissed before marriage, so clearly they don't get it right all the time.
They don't get it right. Exactly, Josh. Clearly, they didn't get it right all the time. Okay? Clearly not. Look, honestly, what I'm trying to say is, if you're still in that mental state, it's not really about... Sorry, Josh's children are doing something. It's not really about the kiss at this point. I'm just saying, maybe that's not the first step to try and make decisions for yourself. Hey, should I kiss this random dude I met on Tinder? Maybe that's not what we do. Okay, maybe that's okay. I don't know. Maybe that's fine. But maybe I can't make that decision for you. Is what I'm trying to say. That's not a yes or no answer. I don't know who you are. I'm just reading words on the text. But all I have is that you're still wanting this. You want your parents to still make all the decisions for you. And that's what you're doing. And so you need to start making some decisions for yourself. And kissing somebody, that's a like in messages like that's a big decision to make for the first time. So I would say make some little decisions in your life. Not about relationships, but just small things in your life, and then build, and then, hey, do I think I should kiss this guy? You're in a better place now to make that decision, and I don't have to make it for you because I don't know the answer. I'm not your dad. I want you to make the decision for yourself, and we need you to be in a better mental state, a better mentor state. That's what you need. So, I thought that was amazing advice, to be honest, Josh. Quite frankly, I don't know how I pulled that one out, because I didn't know what I was going to say. I didn't define the word, Josh. Too far. I can't define it for you. You have to define your own term. What is too far for you? Too far for me is one thing. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because it doesn't matter to your life. What is too far for me is not too far for you. But what is too far for everybody is PSRN. That's what it is. It's too far for everybody. I can define that term. Too far is P*RN. Clearly. That doesn't even need to be defined. That's not even a footnote.
We're going to have a little more, less heavy messages, but you still had to bring it back to that.
Josh, it's always on my mind now that I know that this is what everybody is thinking about. Don't be messy. And leave good messages.